Disclaimer, we wanted to film this video inside, but heaven knows that Nigeria doesn't like us. And they decided to take the lights. So we came out here, and if you hear any cars passing by, I'm sorry, but like that's how the video is going to be. Like, sorry, just listen to us. Don't listen to the cars or the background noises. Just listen to us. Focus on us all. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kofo. If you're new here, thank you for tuning in. I hope you stick around for more lifestyle vlogs and more series like this. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me again on this channel. And today we're actually doing a sit down video. It's not always gonna be a sit down video, but I wanted to start this series called Moments with K, where we talk about things and us navigating, us too, yeah, because it's me and you guys, but like you guys navigating my early 20s with me. And today I have a guest. What's your name?
My name is Joy.
Okay, so this is Joy, and today she's joining me on this series. We're actually in our early 20s, so let's navigate this early 20s journey together. So the things we're talking about right now are just the things that we see from our own point of view, our own opinions, how we see things right now as we are in our early 20s. We have something to say on it, you just write down in the comment section, and yeah, it will be all good. What is like one of the best decisions you've actually made this year about like regarding yourself?
I think the best decision I made for myself, like in terms of caring for myself, would be putting myself first, like prioritizing myself, and validating my decisions. And yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Your journey this year, how has it been for you? What is like the best thing you think? Yeah, I mean that too, because yes, you actually take time to prioritize yourself first in most decision making. So like, what else is there?
I would say, for the journey this year, we were in a situation, the war affected us, and that really drained us. Like, it drained me mentally. And I would say making the decision to come home to meet my family and to take a break from everything that was going on, and like relate with people that I love. I think that was basically one of the best decisions I made.
I think like mine was the fact that yes, coming home, but like in terms of coming home, it has its ups and it has its downs.
Definitely.
So, but also like you would learn to reflect as to what is actually like going on right now in your life. I don't know, you would think about like what you want. We actually took like a huge break, and we came back home. Yes, it does have its ups and downs, but it happened. That's the thing. So the thing is just that we did come home. Most people wouldn't say it like that, because coming home back to Nigeria is just like
like, what are you thinking?
Are you like what's going on? Like, excuse me, are you upstairs? Is your brain up there? So, and which I'm still thinking about like that right now, because the government in Nigeria is not still doing anything profitable for us. So in terms of everybody as citizens, so there's this did I make the wrong decision? But at the same time, like, you see like what maybe things you were able to achieve this year after you came home, and you're like, okay, I'm actually glad I did come home for specific things.
Both people that decided to come home and people that decided to stay, like, I feel like at the end of the day, nobody's decision is perfect. They also have their downs. Yes. We also have our downs. They have their ups. We also have some of our ups. So
that was actually
life goes on together. What do you think about the dating pool in our generation, especially? Yeah.
I don't know how to explain this thing, but I don't think that question is for me.
Is it for me? It's not for me. The dating pool right now is crazy, and all I can say is we all have work to do on ourselves as individuals, on every aspect, from being socially intelligent to being emotionally intelligent to being self-aware generally. I think is just the foundation of getting things right, because right now crazy opinions, crazy ideas, crazy morals and all of that is happening. So I feel the basic thing is just being really self-aware, because sometimes it's even people's opinions or people's ideas that will now control how you think. And at the end of the day, you don't even know yourself, because you don't know yourself. You're just like, okay, let me adapt to that. So I think being self-aware and working on yourself is important.
Because the thing is that also with people of our generation, I wouldn't say our generation, people in their early mid-20s now, or whatever, maybe even before their 20s, even in their teens. He's actually 30s are biased. Let's just say, because you've done something doesn't mean it is good. Let me just put it like that. Because people, a lot of people don't want to be married, which is okay. A lot of people want to be married, which is okay. But you can't tell me that maybe because like you don't want to get married, that means everybody should think like you, like nobody else should get married, that kind of thing. At the same time, you shouldn't tell me that okay, because maybe you're hooking up with somebody now,
and it's normal
to you, that this should be normal to everybody else. Do you get? Because a lot of things are getting normalized now. It's like as if it is good. And it's not supposed to be so. Personally, or for me, it's not supposed to be so. So like, even though I do something bad, and I know it's bad, doesn't mean that I should go and tell somebody else that because I've done it now, it's normal and it's okay, it is good, something like that. So the way we are thinking now in that aspect about relationship and like the dating pool in our generation now, it's just not the case. I'll put it like that. Do you get?
I think it's not the point what you were saying about like normalizing. I think people tend to forget the difference between generally being accountable for your actions and trying to enforce people to make the mistakes they made or something like that. So it's okay to be accountable to something, but you do not necessarily have to normalize it. What do you think is one thing that you believe you should forgive yourself for?
Lord, you know what? You know, this series, right, is about navigating like your early 20s, like you guys following me up on this early 20s journey. Honestly, I can't compare myself to anybody right now. But I would definitely, like, everybody makes bad decisions, let me just say it like that. So there are certain things that I have done that I don't like, that I have done it. It cannot be bad to some people if I tell them that, but it's like quite irritating and bad to me that I have done these things, right? And I feel like I have actually forgiven myself, but it's not like an easy thing to forget, obviously. In this 2020, what's the day? In this 2022, I can forgive myself for it. It's not, I can't compare myself to what other people are doing, even though people have done whether more or lesser than me. But what I have done for my own self to reflect on it, I don't like it. So I have learned to forgive myself for it. But you know, it's early 20s, I'm 21, you know, life goes on. You keep on, you're able to navigate later on in life as to what is what. You make bad decisions in life, you know, because at the same time you have like, sometimes it's peer pressure, sometimes it's bad influence, sometimes it's just you making a stupid decision as to what exactly you're doing. So you can't really, you can blame, you cannot blame, depending on how the situation is, but you should learn how to forgive yourself from it at the same time. So you go.
I have already forgiven myself for that, but I would say I forgive myself for not believing in myself for the longest of time. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Not believing in myself to achieve some things I really wanted to, like do things I wanted to do way before now. and I forgive myself for depending on the fear so much. And not, instead of stepping out of it and doing it anyways, I just dwell and live in the fear. I forgive myself for that.
How do you like sustain like a good and healthy relationship or friendship?
Let's just say relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say communication, number one. Like very healthy communication between you and somebody that you love, be your friend, your boyfriend, whoever. I feel like communication is primary, very important, very essential. And when you communicate, you know how that person is feeling, you know how you're feeling, and you know how to navigate things and decisions and all of that. But I think it navigates around being considerate.
Okay, yes. Yeah, in
being understanding and considerate.
Yes, okay, that makes sense. Every relationship, whether friendship, whatever, it doesn't matter. It has to come with a certain understanding and a certain like selflessness, I would say. And
that's the word.
Yeah.
That's the word.
It has to come with certain selflessness, because there are so many friends that can impact you mentally, can impact you emotionally, but cannot impact you financially. You get? And then if now you have a friend that doesn't impacts you emotionally and mentally, but can impact you financially. Now you thinking to yourself you'll be thinking to yourself that, oh, this person is not my friend because he cannot be able to support me financially. We're not perfect, so we can't have all the qualities. So you should actually be understandable from your own point of view for that person and your own self, because it's not like you yourself you can provide everything for somebody. But you can see that they're putting in effort, but most people are thinking, okay, they have to have everything for you to be friends, do that kind of thing, and it doesn't really make sense. And there is a certain level of setting boundaries towards with your friends. Now, being best friends with somebody doesn't mean that the person should know your insides and your organs. At the end of the day, you have boundaries with your parents. Your parents have boundaries with you. You have boundaries with your siblings. Your siblings have vice versa. Now you have boundaries with your friends. So how about you like understand respect their boundary? Use your number 6. Use your head, because there are certain qualities that at the end of the day you would need to use as a person to sustain like a healthy friendship relationship. Doesn't really matter, but you need to understand that there are various aspects of it. Friends come in different directions, and friends come and go. Your friend in grade 6 might not know you now. You just need to be knowledgeable of how you yourself, you need to be keeping friendships and friends. It's not everything I'm a bad bee.
I feel like friendships are so important, but the way our generation is making it look like, oh, you don't need anybody.
I don't need
you. If you do this, I'll block you. Blah blah blah. Sometimes
I don't have time to block people.
People are important. Like, generally, human beings are important. We need each other. It's just to, like you said, be knowledgeable, be understanding, know when to communicate.
Would you take advice from somebody, relationship advice from somebody that is married and is your age, or maybe somebody that you're not even married, maybe somebody that is actually even in a relationship and is your age? You take advice.
I feel like at the end of the day, like, there's something to learn from everybody. No matter how like small, no matter how big, there's something to learn, and I will listen and reflect, but it doesn't necessarily mean everything they say is something that I must validate or will make sense to me. Because also it's important to understand, like, be sure of who you're listening to. Do you think this person's values and morals align with yours and all of that? So I feel if I assess all of that and it's like, okay, it's a green light, I might sure,
and I take
some advice. And then if some advice don't align with my morals or my values, and then I'm like, but at the end of the day, I feel like at the end of the day there's something to learn, and there are some things that you just have to leave.
Thank you for the advice, but it's not for me.
Honestly speaking, right,
I feel like it depends on how we all see like your relationship from outside, whether it's worth me listening to you.
Okay.
When it comes to relationship more, I really just feel like I would mostly take it from somebody that has been in a 20 years marriage. That's not just normal 20 years marriage, like 15 to 20 years marriage, that what is in a good marriage, because there is that of being in a relationship, there's that of, oh, okay, I'm getting married stage, there's that of now, I have to stay married to this person. How will you actually now cope? That kind of thing. At the end of the day, like, you see a 20 years stable, really nice marriage, you would want to ask the husband and you want to ask the wife how they were able to actually sustain that marriage, because it's that kind of marriage will have some type of value, because at the end of the day, you see people in broken marriages, divorced parents, this, that, and maybe most people would want that for themselves. They're okay with divorce, but me,
like somebody that is in a lane that's going towards just like, let's say somebody
towards marriage,
somebody that's
not just anybody,
not just anybody,
but not those ones that say, oh, I've been here, I've had a boyfriend for 7 years. No, me, God forbid. That kind of thing. I don't want to take a relationship advice from somebody that has been in a 14 years, 5 years, 7 years relationship.
It's not bad.
No, they might be happy, but that's not the path I'm leading to. Just take advice from somebody you know that is wise enough to understand the path you're leaning towards, or is already ongoing on the path that you're leaning towards. Should get?
Yep.
Exactly.
Take advice from somebody that's wise, somebody that you look up to, somebody
someone that is going towards the path
somebody
that
you
you're
know
going
is
to.
Experienced, that is wise, a fountain of wisdom. Go and tap from that. All the self-awareness and the self-love, and you'll be happy. Trust me.
How do you respond to like somebody that has this, maybe an older person that has this, oh, I too know energy, like, I'm older than you, so I understand life better than you, or maybe because you're trying to give the person advice, or maybe you're trying to tell the person something, the person's like, oh, please, you're too young, I know, I've been in this world before you, I'm like that kind of thing. I'm more experienced than you because I've been here before you. Experience life. I've experienced life. You're still growing.
Why do they always make you look like life will like kill me or something?
And you know,
like, why do you want me to be anxious and be feeling bad? I feel like it comes from a place of bitterness. Why do you want to make me scared?
True. I don't know how to think about the situation.
Why do you want to make? I feel like it comes from a place of maybe insecurity, or a place of you're traumatized that you knew that you made wrong decisions and all, and you're passing that trauma. You're trying to pass that trauma to me to also feel bad. I feel like that auntie needs therapy. Because
it might not be an auntie actually. It might be all those 3 years older people.
Why do you want me to be scared? Because I've also met like really sweet older people that are just so, they just want to be there for you. It was like, anything you need, just hit me up, go for what you want,
and their advice makes sense. They don't even have to put it in your face like, oh, I've been in this world before.
They're trying to like empower you and make sure that you're doing the best for you. You're living your best version of yourself, and you don't feel that anxiety. All you feel is like support. If you're doing too much, I run away. I don't want anything from you. I just recognize that you have bad energy and I'll leave. And I'll just ignore, block, and you'll never hear from me again.
Honestly, but that's true, because I'll respond like that too. But if it's somebody that you can't get away from, maybe it's somebody that you're
you have to put them in their place then.
Yes, like, but sometimes I just personally I keep quiet. Like
100%.
Yeah, sometimes just like.
But you know, there's a time when
you don't have to talk.
No, there's a time when you've been swallowing it. Like, let's say it's somebody that you see like every day or something, and then you've been taking it in because you're like calm, you're quiet. I'm like that. I'm like that too. Like, you've kept it in for so long. There's just one time where
you just
explode, and you immediately put that person in their place ASAP, and they're like,
is it me you're talking to? And it's accumulating like that. It's just like, you now have to, how you now respond. Is it that you want to explode, or you just still keep it till you die there? Or you keep it till you move out of that place or something? It just depends on you. But like, generally how to respond. You can keep quiet. Me, I would keep quiet actually at the beginning, but it will come a time where I feel like this is not good for me. So I'll have to tell you, put you in your place in a way. But if I can't put you in your place in a way, I'll just leave you. I mean, they want to prove that they were in this world before me. They have experienced life better than me. So please carry your own mentality and just go. Let me experience my own life then, because at the same time I'll not be thinking, okay, because you think you've experienced life doesn't mean I'm going to go in the same direction as you and experience life. Do you think Temi Otedola has experienced the life that I'm experiencing? No, she has not. She was once 21. You can't tell me that nonsense. So I'm not gonna tell Temi Otedola, okay, you have not experienced life because makes sense, because everybody has their different parts. Everybody has their different parts. But you want to carry your koro legs and come and tell me that maybe I've not experienced that because I've not been on your own path. I'm not going. As you're even telling me that, I would pray never to be on your own path, because I don't want to see life how you have seen life. Because plenty people have had different areas of how they have seen life, different perspective of how they have seen life. But you can't come and tell me, oh, you have not seen life. I don't like hard life. Don't put stress on me.
We must not suffer.
We can't suffer in this life actually, because it's not for me.
It's like no. Sometimes they make you look like, why are you not suffering? You have to suffer.
Why are you not suffering?
To suffer.
Yes.
They try to, like, I feel like I know that sometimes people want to tell you hard truths. There are times like you need that, but at the end of the day, presentation is important. The way you present things, like, have common sense. Like, know how to present some topics or some advice that are very sensitive, and you as an older person, that's where you're supposed to show that, okay, I'm an older person. You know how to handle some topics or some advice and give it from a pure and genuine place.
Alright guys, so I've come to the end of this video. Our camera died, so we're filming the outro here. So if you liked this video, please stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe, and comment.
But we want to know your opinions about the various things that we talked about,
and if you have any other questions, but we can give you our own opinion on it at the same time. All right, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button to, the notification button to be notified anytime I post on this channel for more lifestyle vlogs and more videos like this. Okay, so I'll catch up with you guys later in another video, but for now, bye.